Hello, Pisces. This is Grand Madam with your January 2020 reading. I've chosen four cards from the Dark Goddess deck, and they are from Kalik, the Gaelic goddess. Kalik has the message of endurance. Hell has the message of concealment. Guinness has the message of wrath. And Mayat speaks of judgment. Now, I've also thrown down oracle cards from the Energy Oracle deck. They are cornucopia, patience, appreciation, and woman holding a heart. Now, what does that mean? It means, Pisces, that you have endured a lot. You have weathered a storm, and this card of cornucopia shows that your wish has been fulfilled. You concealed a lot of your suffering, and you were very patient. Also, Sagittarius was more than likely involved in the situation. You kept your wrath together. You felt you were underappreciated, if not appreciated at all, for all your endeavors. You suffered in silence, Pisces. And the judgment of Mayat came out on the woman holding a heart, which was you, and the judgment went in your favor. Now, what I'm going to do is to take the back end of these cards. Pisces, you're on a journey. Your journey is discovering yourself, who you are. Not necessarily as a person, but as a spirit in a human vehicle. You have blossoming abundance, and that comes from your caring connections. Okay? But with those caring connections, Pisces, also comes a contract. Soul ties. Soul ties are very difficult to be rid of when it's over, and they're very difficult to get out of. So take care when you bond with people through conversations and sex, because right now, well, let's say within the past month or so, you were so tied up, you could barely break yourself free emotionally, if you haven't already, from a soul contract that was not good for you emotionally, but did teach you a much needed lesson to learn. Now, the healer of the ages had to be called upon to help you through this. You took action to help heal yourself. You also took action to rid yourself of this caring connection. Archangel Raphael, ruler of the heart chakra, had to come in and help heal your heart. And you got away. But in your victory for getting away, you ended up with dire financial constraints. Lesson learned. Do not depend on anyone else for your financial blessings, but yourself. Also, because you were so tied up, your emotions were spinning out of control. And that's when the Archangel Ariel came in to help soothe you. You also have the Angel of Love here to help you and support you. Because your attachment to this beautiful man holding a heart, this is on you, Pisces. It was not about love at all. It was about envy. You wanted the life he has. You wanted the money he has. The sex was great, but there was no love, Pisces, and you knew that. You knew that. You hooked up with someone for what they could do for you. Now you want the happy family. But do you really? Because you're standing at the gate of the garden and you want out. You're wondering, what's on the other side of this gate? But you're afraid to go by yourself. Archangel Chamuel is here to help you with your confidence. And also, a suggestion of the temple path. What that talks about is to build yourself up using spiritual rituals, spiritual insights to take you further. Because you're standing at the threshold of the door to value, which is more money and prosperity. Right about now, you're reviewing your life. You see this man down here on the pier looking up at the earth, reviewing what is my life about, what is my purpose. And you're also standing at the door to a new romance. You're right there at the threshold, but you haven't gone through it yet. You're not ready to go through it yet. So right now, it's like you can see it, but you cannot put your hands on it. And with that, I'm going to pull out the Rider-Waite for right now and ask, okay, Spirit, what's going on with Pisces right now? What's going on with Pisces today? What's going on with Pisces today? What's going on with Pisces today? Or what's going on with Pisces for January 2020, rather? What's going on with Pisces for January 2020? January 2020. What's going on with Pisces? One more. Nope, this is it. Okay. All right. Oh, I haven't colored yet. Wait. Okay. You still want me to pick up the third? Let's do this again. Wait a minute. I'm confused, Spirit. How do you want me to do this? Okay, thank you. Overall energy is 8 of Wands. Things happening very quickly, Pisces. It can also mean a message. Text, email, FaceTime, Snapchat, something very quickly that's been done, that's been sent. Now, also with this message, it seems, and with this quick movement, comes a great burden, 10 of Wands. And what's crossing that is the Knight of Pentacles. So evidently, things weren't happening fast enough. So you had to put a little pepper on it to speed things up. In your recent past, you received a nice windfall. This is money, lump sum. This can also be a new opportunity that involves money. But now, how do you go from, well, this is the Five of Pentacles. This is the feeling of being left out in the cold, and it's a feeling of not having enough money. So the money you had here is already gone. And now with the Seven of Cups crowning your entire reading, you're clouded and confused. You have too many options. You don't know which way to choose, which way to go. You want a new beginning. Here's the Fool. You want to step out on a leap of faith, but you're really not sure. You're kind of clouded as to what to do. Now, your concern right now is the Five of Cups. You're having a lot of regrets in love and in general. Judgment was passed. Judgment, Mayat, judgment. And the Sun revealed some things. This is in your hopes and fears. You were afraid for some information to come out, but you were hopeful that it did. And it did. 10 of Swords. And now you're feeling hurt, betrayed, disgusted, shamed. So you're going to take a break with the Four of Swords and go retreat. You're going to rest. You're going to bed. You're going to take that nap. You're going to go into that meditation. You're going to get away from the world for a while. Also in your present energy is the Seven of Pentacles. You're looking back on a situation and reevaluating. Is it worth doing anything else with this situation? What have I learned from this situation? Right now, your mental challenge is the King of Swords, or someone acting in King of Swords energy. This energy is like a judge. They see only in black and white. Either you did it or you did not. There's no gray. There's no in between. I don't care why you did it. I don't care why you did not do it. This is the card of consequence. And the consequence is going to be harsh. That's your mental challenge, which explains this Nine of Swords and your emotional challenge and why you cannot sleep at night. So the outcome from all of this is the Ten of Cups. You got what you worked for. You've got your happy family, Pisces. So let's take a look at all of this. Because it looks like you've got a lot of worrying. You did a lot of worrying. You carried a great burden. Evidently, you got things under control because you have the Ten of Cups. The cards at the bottom of the deck talk about a new beginning, a new creative endeavor. Ace of Wands. Even though you feel like you're broke, you're still holding your own as an independent woman or man. Nine of Pentacles. You have a Knight of Wands. This is movement. You may have to move. Yeah, this is another card of movement. Eight of Cups. Walking away from an illusion. Walking away from an emotionally unsatisfying situation. Walking away from the ending of a love affair gone wrong. This is the Death card. Three of Hearts. I'm sorry, Three of Swords in one heart. It was a three-way situation. It involved property or a home. A Knight of Swords came in, charging, and ended it all. That left you in the Hangman's position, confused, not knowing what to do. This person was a wealthy man, a very charming man, or Pisces, you had two men, both driven types of personalities. A message was sent regarding a third-party situation and the family estate from a Queen of Pentacles. Uh-oh. Now, she's queen to this king, the money man. And that was the nail in the coffin. That was the nail in the coffin right there. Whatever was in that message had a rippled effect and a partnership. Where's card? Came to its death. Pisces, for some of you out there, you fell in love with a business partner who was married or in union with someone else. And everything came to a screeching halt. So, from that, what can we learn? What can we say? You were left behind. And there very well, for some of you, might be a battle over property. Okay? So, the outcome, however, still is success, emotional fulfillment. So let's see how this works. From the Romance Angel cards. Oops, let me get these cards out of the way. We have letting go of control issues and allowing the relationship to what? Unfold naturally. The relationship is being governed by divine time, so it's worth waiting for. However, and it was a concealed relationship. There's concealment. You are in separation now. Now, the relationship you had with your businessman can change into something more of a friendship, which is what you're going to need. Because coming for you is the Knight of Wands. And this Knight of Wands, Aries, young man, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who moves like this, is offering you, he's coming along to offer you a truer love. So, no sooner have you separated from one love, a new true love steps in. I'm hearing the question, wasn't that your past lover your true love? All right, let me answer that yes and no. Spirit is explaining the past lover. Where is he? The King of Pentacles. What do I do with him? Oh, I can't. The past lover was a true love. However, it was not your love. There he is. He's with his queen. He was not yours to love. Love does not conquer all like they tell you. First of all, love has to be with the right people. And he was not the right people. But at least you got a taste of what true love could be. Because now, he was even a soulmate. But what does the card say? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And that's with your new true love. You are one lucky person, Pisces. But what you're going to have to learn to do is to love yourself first. Because soulmates, soulmates come a dime a dozen. Don't get hung up on soulmates. Soulmates are part of your soul group. Your cat or your dog can be your soulmate. But then there's something called the karmic soulmate. And that person is the one who comes into your life like blockbusters, just loves, loves, loves you the way you need to be loved, and then all of a sudden everything goes left. And it continues to go left. You break up, you get back together, and it goes left again. The issues are insurmountable until eventually the relationship will become so broken, it'll be irrevocable. You won't be able to get back together. That's the definite sign of a karmic soulmate. That person was sent to you for you to learn some things about yourself. And the one thing that you needed to learn about yourself, Pisces, was that you must learn to love yourself first. And where is it? From the love you have for yourself. That's your first true love right there. And when you have finally learned to love your true self, love yourself, then your true love, who's meant for you and just for you, comes along. Okay? Now, a lot of you have gotten into these strange and bizarre third-party relationships and triangles because of family issues. What family issues? Feelings of abandonment that came up from childhood. Feelings of not being good enough. Feelings of feelings of not deserving love. All kinds of interesting things can come out of what you perceived as real or true about yourself as a little person. I'm talking toddler. And they may not have been true at all, but from a toddler's perspective, they were. From a toddler's perspective, being dropped off at the babysitter means I'm not good enough to be with mommy and daddy. I don't deserve to be loved with mommy and daddy, especially if you were like one of 30 at a babysitter's or at a daycare center where they put you in a crib or a playpen and left you there. That's abandonment. That's not abandonment, but that makes you create feelings of abandonment within yourself. Those are the issues that have to be dealt with as an adult. This is where you parent yourself, because the next relationship you're in, you'll be leveled up. It will be a leveled up, committed relationship. Okay? And that's all I have for you for January 2020, Pisces. You're going to have to do some work on yourself. You've got good prosperity coming for you. You've got your wish fulfilled, your wish fulfillment, and everything is looking up and up. But you also have to heal yourself of abandonment issues, of self-doubt, issues of self-love, issues of deserving love. And all of that can be taken care of when you have learned to build up the energy to love yourself first. That is your true love right there. When you have learned, Pisces, to love yourself first. This is Grand Madam, and I am wishing you much love.